Chakra Con. Oh no, my camera's frozen. Of course it is. I don't think there's one thing that's working this week. Like there's not, I can't think of anything. Seriously. Out of all the things that are supposed to be like in my life that are normal, I can't think of like seriously one thing that's actually working. Whether it be, look at that. There's a contemplative James. Look at that. Frozen. Frozen in time. Let me see if I can fix that. Really trying to stay positive. Despite that, it's still down. Yeah, it's welcome to the clusterfuck. I'm James Drew. I'm your cluster. I'll be fucking your cluster today. And I don't even know if the stream's even viable. There's an internet issue. Now there's this. Oh, man. What is going on here? Hope you're doing well. I'm still hanging in there. See, look at that. Look at the poor guy. That guy's lost in time. Look at him. He's like, God, I just want to make technology to work. It's just, but it's not. It's not. I'll have to sit up. Hey there, don't mind me. How you doing? You guys doing good over there? Everything going good over there? I got my reptilian overlords rule the planet t-shirt, right? Because your brainstem is your reptilian overlord. And you project this brainstem reptilian overlord out into the world, and you say that it's running things, right? So, t-shirts are in the shop. Yeah. So that camera, is it not going to come back on? It's not. No, there's still I am. Here I am, waiting for the camera, but it's not gonna happen. You're gonna make it after all. And if I unplug it and I plug it back in, it'll come back in, but then it'll probably freeze. Oh, look at that. Hey, James Drew here. Welcome to the show. If it's a show. Hey, the second the internet gets groggy, let me know. I told my patrons I wasn't even streaming because I tried to stream and then I noticed I had an error, but then I did a speed test. This is a boring show, sorry. And then I told them I'm not streaming, and then I'm like, well, I gotta figure this out, so I figured I would stream. Been working a lot of videos, been doing a lot of things. I'm frozen again. Jesus, man. See what I mean? The camera has nothing to do with the internet, guys. Nothing at all. Not a freaking thing. I think what it had to do with is because the this other thing over there didn't work, and then this other thing, and then there's these things, and then those things are attacked to things. Looks like an overly concerned dentist still shot. There you go. Exactly. Man. But you gotta stay positive. These are the times that call on you. And, what are you going to do? I've taken it to mean I'm supposed to be working on anything that doesn't work. I'm not supposed to be working on right now. Anything that works, I'm supposed to be working on that. And I'm just amazed at how many things are just messing with me. I've spent 4 days trying to even return a book. Like there's really nothing I can do right now to just do something right to like get something to work. Even getting the cable guy out here is kind of tricky. He came. He was like, yeah, I can't. There's some problems on the pole. And I'm like, well, maybe you guys should stop putting your problems on the pole. And he looked at me. He's like, is that a Christian thing? And I was like, dude, you were deep as fuck. He's like, yeah, I know. Us cable workers, we're deeper than you think. Cause you know why? Cause we got buried cable. And I'm just like, oh, you're so right, man. You got me. Chakra Con is this festival I've been trying to hold for a long time. It's a New Age festival. And it showcases the chakras. There's chakra workshops. There's chakra smoothies. There's chakra hats. There's chakra t-shirts. There's a live performance by Chakra Con. All of these things have lined up except for Chakra Con. Chakra Con is kind of like not interested in how profound this meeting of minds would be. If Chakra Con was to come to Chakra Con, you and I would be having a really good time. We would. How's the stream? Is everything working? I'm surprised there's even people here. How many do we have here? We have 26 people. That's a lot of witness. It's actually pretty low for me, But I cannot get anything to work. You know what? I have 2 more people watching me than I do have reviews on my latest book. So there you go. And I gotta solve this problem, guys. I'm losing it all, man. Losing altitude, losing bandwidth, losing viewers, losing all those things. And see, this is what I mean. This is when you got to find yourself. You got to notice it. Then you got to be like, yeah, but I'm still here. I got you, buddy. I'm watching you. I'm subscribed to yourself. Have you guys subscribed to yourself? Don't worry about subscribing to me. It's not like I freaking need it, right? Oh, God, I wish you would subscribe. I've been trying so hard to get people to subscribe, and it just won't happen. It just won't. It's just the same number. It just stays there. It just stays there. It's just, that's it. But forget me. Who cares? Because I've subscribed to myself. And I want to know, have you subscribed to yourself? Have you? Because the AI is taken over. The government's already taken over. The government's not even open. You got Elon Musk. You got Trump putting mustard on his ear. Yeah, I didn't say catch up because I don't want them to catch that you and I are talking about something. So the catch of the up, you have to say these other words about, hey, you need to catch up, because you can't just sit there and say there's a catch up here. Conspiracy. Guys, I don't know if anyone else even showed you this. And I went to Reddit and they ridiculed me because I don't go to Reddit. And that's why, because it's like, guys, I'm not here to go kiss your ass long enough for like months until I have enough clout to where you'll take something seriously that I said. But seriously, this is pretty freaking obvious. I showed you 4 press conferences showing you the presidential banner that was attached to basically a table, and that how that skirting that was used in front of the president's speeches was always 8 feet wide in every single press conference or rally that Trump was on, except for the rally where Trump had the mustard in the ear incident. That the seeds of mustard, because you got to catch up. This is what I mean. Now I get why people are writing comments like, James, I cannot understand you. And I'm up late at night with my sweetie going, honey, no one understands me. And she's like, I understand you. And I'm like, well, honey, what do I do? And she's like, well, James, if they don't understand you, but I understand you, James, even the AI understands you. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm switching roles here. But I was like, yeah, you're right. I take the whole transcript, I feed it to the AI, and I say, what did I just say? And it writes like a paragraph or 2. It's like, well, you said this, and then you said this. And then I say, how many out of the things that I say do you consider to be consensually accurate? Did you hear what I just said? I have taught my AI the meaning of the word consensually accurate. James, what does that mean? It means truth. Consensually accurate means truth. How's the stream? Is the stream okay? Stop it. That's great, Linda. Good to see you, Linda. Thank you for being you, CMA. Appreciate that. Guided by lasers. I like that. Stream is great too now. Good. So audio is great. Thank you so much for letting me know, because like I said, we've been having some issues here, and only one of which is the camera. I guess we'll just give up on this camera, won't we? It'll probably start working when I do this. It's going to get this out of your way here. Let's get this out of your way. You and me here on a Wednesday. Got my reptilian overlord. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Have you subscribed to yourself? Have you done that? Because seriously, guys, Trump's going to deport Musk. Okay? He's going to deport Musk. You know how I know that? Because he said it. Because someone asked him and he said it. And because everyone's talking about it. And this is what I mean by consensually accurate. Is it consensually accurate that Trump is discussing deporting Trump? That is consensually accurate. What does that mean? A bunch of people agree that that's what's happening. And when you watch Osmond Gold or whoever it is that has plenty of people that seem to come out of the woodwork that can hit the friggin' subscribe button, that those people are all in agreement that it is consensually accurate that Trump is discussing deporting Musk. And I'm sitting here waiting for them to catch up, wondering why I don't have ratings, and all of a sudden it hits me like a V8, because I'm just like, first of all, you're too sexy to be on live stream, James. So let's just put that one to bed right there, okay? But second of all, Mr. V8, this is the V7 of this, is this, James, you don't respond to things like that because you just think it's dumb. And honestly, I just think it's dumb. And I apologize. I think I failed a lot of you because a lot of you are, when I say a lot, I mean one of you left a comment and you're like, oh, it doesn't make sense. And then 4 of you like upvoted it. And I want to know that, I want you to know, not only am I struggling to have more subscribers, but I've got feedback, and this feedback's important. So I've been looking at it and thinking about it. And I'm just like, it's because there's certain trends that are out right now. 3 of them I just think are just nasty, gnarly ass, gross stuff. And if I was to bring them up, it would be topical. It would help my algorithm. The algorithm would start to dig my rhythm. It'd be like, hey, James, you talked about the transvestite that's been wandered around through Disney, insisting that people take photos, or being upset because restaurants aren't gendering them correctly. And I'm just like, I look at that and I'm just like, but that's not, I don't want to chase that. I'm the rabbit that's like, thinks he's fast, but isn't telling you. It's like, look, I'm the dog that's chasing. Yeah, I'm the dog that's really fast that thinks he's fast. Well, let's be honest. I'm the dog that thinks I'm really fast because I think I'm entertaining. I think that I should have more than a few listeners. And I'm telling myself that yeah, I'm a fast dog. And the only reason why I don't chase that rabbit, the transvestite that's running through Disney right now, putting Yelp reviews about their gender bathroom experience. And I'm just like, I think I'm fast, and I don't really want to chase that rabbit. I think that rabbit's kind of retarded, honestly. I don't chase retarded rabbits, says the Greyhound. But this is a moment for you. I don't think any of us have really even considered inside the story of the rabbit, the tortoise, and the hare that the rabbit was a retard. Guys, if the rabbit was a retard, it changes the entire nature of the turtle. The turtle was fucking with a retarded rabbit the entire time. First of all, the turtle won. Second of all, the turtle didn't have to do any work. He literally just kind of like walked. He moseyed the entire way. He moseyed there. Have you subscribed to yourself? That's all that matters, guys. Because when I find myself here, that's really all that matters. Because let's be straight, okay? We're all going to die. Oh my God, James, why did you say that? I'm sorry. I should have said that. Take it back. Take it back. I take it back. But if you want to enter the horror ride here, there's only so much time. And I want you to produce and do the things that you feel are important, that you feel are invigorating to this life, to this world, because ultimately that's really all you have. And it would be more popular if I was to discuss that topic. It would also be popular probably if I was to pull a clip out of myself saying, yeah, Trump's talking about deporting Musk. Can you believe that? Well, and guys, I just want you to know that it's impossible for Trump to deport Musk. That's not how our laws work. But boy, it sure has gotten popular. Just like I would want to tell you about, guys, haven't you noticed that why would the White House come out and talk about the Gator Alley? Why would the White House, please think about this. James, can you call it the Black House? Why would the Black House come out with a story where they personally insert the idea that this is Alligator Alley, that this immigration tent setup that costs $60 million, by the way, which basically is just like your kennel for humans, has been set up? Why would the White House purposely come out and say that and then call it Alligator Alley? I ask you why, because if you're doing politics, if you believe in public relations, this would not be the thing that you would lead with. You would not come out in a baby blue sweater with little doily prints and you're the press secretary of the United States of fucking America and you've got doily prints on your baby blue sweater. Come out and say, an area famously known as Alligator Alley, or whatever the fuck she said. You would not say that if politics work the way that you've been told politics works. It would not come out that way. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you? We're going to wait 12 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, There. I don't know why. There's like a lag, and I wanted to see if that. Yeah, I've been trying to tap into the psychic connection I have with you. Honestly, I think there's like a maybe a 12-second delay between what I'm saying live and then the time that it's meeting you. And in my brain today, this morning, I was like, if you could be aware of that, James, you could probably telepathically feel the witness through the 12-second delay. And that's where we're at. Like these are the things that I'm working on. And as I told you how short life is, I want you to know what else I'm working on. I produced this morning. This is a premiere, a world premiere right here, because it looks like the stream's okay. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I get no hits for this. I wrote this song years ago, and I always had this dream that I would come up with a bunch of money and I could hire like a Gregorian choir, to sing it and stuff. And now we have AI, which is going to take over. It's going to eat you alive. Let's go ahead and just get there. Let's get that out of the way. AI is going to eat you alive. That's right. Just like clothing ate you alive. Did you know that clothing ate you alive? It's true. You were living, then you put pants on, and it ate you, and you were alive. And you're still here. It changed you, though. It gave you the changeling. Chakra Con, Chakra all night long. I'm trying to unlock. Right? I'm trying to unlock your chakras. You're like, I'm going to put a comment. I don't understand you. You're not supposed to understand this. Do you understand? This is me working on the energy strands. You're not supposed to understand, but you better fucking consent. You better open the visor. See, you're not supposed to make sense of this. You're supposed to feel dilated. You're supposed to have a good day. You're supposed to think about some things. And you're supposed to go out there and say, I'm the only one that needs to subscribe to myself. That's literally the only lesson. So if you're here pulling a Dave Weiss where you're just like, I just need to condense what's here in 3 seconds, then that's it. You can go now. You can go. But otherwise, I want you to listen to this. I want you to understand that the sound of your voice is a powerful thing, that it holds a resonance, even when it doesn't. Even when people don't come. Even when you sing karaoke and people are just like, oh, God, you need to go. You need to go. You realize that we created a culture that has the gong show, and we play a gong when someone's been dismissed, but really a gong is sort of like it is kind of a clearing. Yeah, I'll give you that. Hey, have you guys checked out my new book, Black Eye Club? Because it's out. It's pretty badass. Seriously, people have been telling me it's pretty good. I think it'll move you. I think it'll move you and groove you. But don't pull a chakra. I don't want any of you guys to pull a chakra too much. You guys ready for the world premiere or not? I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know if you're truly, truly ready for this, right? James, please don't chase retarded rabbits. Thank you, Michelle. Be yourself. Talk about all the great things you tend to talk about. That's right. Popularity equals idiocracy. And all of us are symbiotic. And if I stray too much off the ranch, I go crazy. It's called schizophrenia. But that's what I think really is the majority of that. It really is that. It really comes down to that kind of a thing. Some of you guys are probably thinking that the video premiere I'm about to play, you've already seen. Because I put out another video yesterday. That's not it. I'm not even showing you that one. I'm not even going to show you that one. I'm showing you something totally different. You ready? You ready? The sound of a voice, the sound of a voice, lots like smoke in a lazy room, sheets of gray and silver gloom, into my ears please ring your tune. The sound of a voice, echo in the halls of head, lips and spaces silence fed, hungry hollow ears are led to the sound
hands in her face. In these arms I rest my case. If I am guilty, please erase the sound of a voice. Lights like smoke in a lazy room, sheets of grey and silver gloom. Into my ears please ring your tune, the sound of a voice, echo in the halls of head, lips and spaces silence fed. Hungry hollow ears are led to the sound of a
Yeah, so you're pretty much, AI is like, there's a lot you can do, guys. There's a lot you can't do. I admit, there's a lot you can't do, but there's a lot you can. And I want you to know that I'm kind of, first of all, I think that it's gonna break through walls. It's gonna cause a lot of damage. People are gonna be scared, be terrified, running in the street. But we already have that anyway. We already have that. Okay. Second of all, I think that there's always been an arrogancy to the fact that if I want to slow roll some B-roll behind me and have Phil Collins playing "I Can Feel It Coming," and as I'm like cruising through, even if it's a fake Stingray, like over a bridge on Miami, a Corvette Stingray or something, and I want to pretend that I'm Crockett and Tubbs and I'm heading into some drug deal, that there's an arrogance here where only certain people get to do that, where only certain people get to have the budget that it requires, that it takes to paint that scene. And that those people have a very special altar, and that they've ruined that altar. They've done horrible things to raise themselves up onto the casting couch. They treat women and men and children even worse horribly because of this thing. And that there are people that are resisting the AI that are like, how fucking dare you, James, support this kind of thing? And I'm looking back at you going, how fucking dare you insist that only a few, certain select few, have the ability to finally create their fucking dreams? I wrote that Gregorian chant before I even wrote my first book. I wrote the words, it took me months. And in my head, I could hear it. I kept trying to sing it, but I'm not that good of a singer. Not when it comes to Gregorian chant. Nor can I form a fucking chorus by snapping my... James, stop cussing, you're right. So I cannot form a chorus by snapping my fingers, but I can spend about 16 hours with zero resources when it comes to like motivation to do this, and actually twist the arm of a machine to force it to come out with what I just played you. It was not easy. Nor was it removing the art. You know what it did? Is it connected you to my imagination for the first time fucking ever. And it's still spotty. We're still seeing 6 fingers. We're still seeing 7 toes. We're still seeing a lot of retarded rabbits, right, that we're chasing. But you know what? How many times does a teenager have to draw a breast? How many times do they have to shade in a gradient where it's a burnt umber into a peach and we're pretending that this is creativity, when in fact, this is how we've drawn the figure for hundreds of years. And since we started to perfect color, whether it be through Sharpies, through markers, through gouache, through oils, through latex, through all the different versions of paint for pixels into colors themselves, that we have already mastered the idea of grading. And we don't need to keep it in this gradient sacred monastery where only a few graphic designers tend to do that. This is what happened with Uber and the cab industry. So when you're looking at artificial intelligence, you better be scared, because your imagination now has every fucking tool and you no longer have any excuses at all to express yourself. Have you subscribed to yourself? When you produce something, is you liking that piece enough? Because if it is not, you are going to be chasing a retarded rabbit for a long, long time, insisting that you will find this sacred gradients. You will find the sacred paint color. You will find the sacred algorithm AI tool that will differentiate you from everyone else. And that is not identity. That is you chasing differentiation. That is not identity. That is chasing differentiation. How satisfied are you with your art? I don't think you should be satisfied. I wrote Black Eye Club 2-3 years, I don't know, years ago. It was 20,000 words, and it was as much time as I could put into the ideas I wanted. It was about 2 months of solid full-time writing, and I was so tired because of how much I was trying to cram into this tiny space of window that my patrons were giving me. And if I had more patrons, I'd probably be bad because I'd end up taking more time. And then this winter, I fed my script in my book into AI, and I asked it what it thought. And the first answer was, "Oh, it's great. Oh God, let me suck all your knobs, or give me your tentacles, or what is that, an elbow? Let me suck your elbow." And that all that comes out because it's gaslighting me, just like everyone else in the world's going to gaslight you. Everyone's going to do that. You know why? Because we live in a polite society. But you're an artist and you're seeking something. So you go back and you shake the AI and you're like, no, I want to know, what the fuck do you think about this? And you're expecting a different level, and you have to keep insisting on it. You have to correct the AI. You have to tell it that there's a difference. That if we're going to talk about truth AI, if I ask you what true means, I need you to understand that this is congruently accurate around the majority. That's different than true. It's different. And every 3 or 4 days, I have to quiz AI to see if it understands what I mean by that. If not, I just have to rearrange it. And honestly, I've already created a library, a bibliothèque of things that I can ask the AI to remember again so it can get in the right framework. This is you talking to you. It's you talking to you as if you've created an egregoric demonic fucking expert, and you can manipulate its personality and place it inside your cockpit like R2 fucking D2 inside of an X-Wing fighter. And you were living in a world where people are like, how fucking dare you? And I'm terrified of this X-Wing fighter, and the rebel forces are here, and this is not responsible, and we're missing all the things that we have. And you end up being an orthodoxy inside the Death Star without even knowing that that's what you're doing. Genre. It's never been gender. It's been genre the whole time. Do you realize that before there was genre, there was just music? Do you realize before there was just music, there was just beat? Before there was just beat, there was noise. Before there was just noise, there was growl. Before there was growl, there was hum. Before there was hum, there was rattle. These progressions led to an increase in our reptilian overlord painting for us, showcasing for us more capabilities to express an imagination that has lived off the chain unhinged because of how popularly and successfully civilization has allowed you to grow your imagination. Have you subscribed to yourself? Are you honestly your biggest fan yet? Because what I think happens is the reason why you may not value your own subscription is because you think, like everyone else, you're supposed to be polite and lie to yourself. And you can have a much deeper connection. The video I just showed you is barely adequate. Barely. I'm very happy with the AI, how it was able to take the words of my chant and actually chant it, to put it in I'm blown away by how well it did. The video could use some work. because I want to bring this AI and the Muppet Show kind of combined, right? And have this new kind of flavor for it, because honestly, the only thing I want you to see is the sound of my voice. That's all I want you to see. Ultimately, this is what a Muppet's doing. This is what Jim Henson's doing. He's showing you the sound of a voice underneath a rattling puppet. And in this video that I showed you, a lot of those puppets, their mouths didn't move. Why? Because the AI, I am not skilled enough in my wizardry to find a way to make the AI actually sing the song like that. I know that there's out there, but I only have so many calories. I only have so much wizardry skills, and I have a job to do. No one's asking me to do that, right? Just like no one's asking me to write a book. So the AI is coming. It's writing better literature. And the first thing it did to write better literature is it took James True's first draft and it said, let's fucking fix this thing. Let's make this a book. Let's make this a book. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? It's like, well, James, you got this narrative voice, but then you have this objective voice. Then you have this... too much of the narrative is actually living, and then the plot could live that too. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And the AI is telling me, you need to come out of your head. It didn't use those words. It didn't know how to talk to me. It only knew how to not get mad when I yelled at it. That's really all it is. Because I'm telling the AI this isn't enough, this doesn't make sense. And the AI does what I did to my comments, which is to ask, well, what doesn't fucking make sense? And if it doesn't ask, it's your job to tell it. You have to tell it. You have to tell it. It's your sidekick. It's your R2. Stop asking for it to have the secrets to the fucking Death Star. It doesn't have secrets. It simply knows you. So yes, you have secrets, but those secrets are yours. It's not it. This is such a fundamental to understanding. Guys, the AI is going to swallow you because it's trousers, it's pants, it's a jumpsuit. It is a Run DMC tracksuit. That's what it is. And put this shit on, man. Put this shit on, because honestly, if you don't, you're going to be marooned on this island of purists where people are like, oh God, I hate AI. I can always smell AI when it shows. And it's just like, no, you can't. You can't. I know you can't, because you've been raised by Hollywood that's been using artificial intelligence for a long time to show you things that you and I are not capable of doing to each other, because it's been held, this imaginary ability has been held by Imagineers, literally people that are paid, that are put inside a vault where there's no mosquitoes for miles around inside the Disney vault, and they're raised as, you are the perfection. You are the virgins in the milk of our creativity. See, now I get people, I don't understand that. It's like, so I'm trying to get you to picture that inside Disney, all the creative forces are just like these oracles that have been shaved of all their hair and they've been dipped in milk. And I understand why you're like, James, you don't make any sense. I understand that. 90% of you are going to be, what the fuck are you talking about? I only need one. I only need one of you. One is going to go, holy fuck, you're right. It's like an oracle. It's like this Minority Report oracle, but we've given this sacred ability to entrust our imagination in what we consider this sacred tomb. But this sacred coven is just a corporation. It's just a corporation. We've given them the ability to predict the future of using our very own imagination. So we've, guys, has it not blown anyone away that you can't even walk into Disney World in your own costume if you're an adult? That they stop you. They're just like, you can't come in here with your costume. And they're just like, your mind should be blown. That the largest corporation that is here entrusting themselves with your imagination doesn't want you walking in wearing a costume. You would think, if any place at all, it would be Disney that would have a dress code. That would be like, how come you're not wearing a costume? You're going to have to pay extra. If you want to come in to our theme park with no mosquitoes, you're going to have to pay extra if you don't wear. If you want to wear a doldrum, you're going to have to pay extra. You can't even ask someone to marry you there, guys. These people are in charge of your imagination. So what is AI really doing? Because what I think it's doing is it's giving you a chance to find artists like me. And it doesn't have to be me. You don't have to buy my book. You know why? Because I subscribe to myself. But it gives you the opportunity to realize we do not need Hollywood anymore. Holy fuck. Look at what James True did in 9 hours. Yeah, it came from something I wrote a long time ago, and that took a lot of work. But when it comes down to actually producing this stuff, I don't have to go suck someone's elbow on some Hollywood couch to convince me to give $27 million so I can shoot puppets inside a monastery that's going to literally drain the piss out of us via our budget because they know we are the sacred keepers of Hollywood. I don't have to do that anymore. Why are we not discussing this? You know why? Because Musk is going to get deported. That's why. It's because there's so many other things to talk about. And you know, that's fine. You got to subscribe to yourself. There was a... You don't even have to. What if I was to tell you that you have no choice but to become a creative at this point? You've been cornered by AI to be creative. You've been cornered now that you have no choice but to showcase your own critique of what you like and what you don't. And that is being put on display the same way it's been forced out of you through politics, religion, economic means. That these things you've been forced to secrete your own prejudice, really, because that's all art is. Your creativity is just your prejudice. You've been forced to secrete your prejudice through economic means, through religion, through politics. And that the community's forced you to pull those things. And all it's doing now is forcing you also to decide what kind of avatar you want, what kind of icon you want, what kind of profile picture you want. That's just the same thing. It's just moving slow that you can't see it. Why? Because the reptilian overlords control it all. They're on another dimension. Do you know why they're on another dimension? They're living 500 milliseconds in the future. And if you don't know what that means, I get it. You haven't watched Talking to Reptiles. How do I download the entire thing to you? I don't know how to do that. I'm working on it. Maybe some of you are like, James, how are you working on it? You just made a Gregorian chant out of frickin' Muppets. And I'm just like, I have a weird way of progress. Hey, reality is consensual. I can call that progress if I want. I can do that. I can call that progress. So there you go. Hey, I got some new shorts out. You should check that out. You should subscribe to me if you haven't. You should definitely subscribe to yourself. You should check out my book. I'm going to sign off here. I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. Let me know what you think. I'll be publishing the premiere separately if you want to see more of these music videos, things like that. You can always check those out too. Thank you so much for watching James True and helping me today with the issues and problems. And have a great day. Good morning to you all.